Joining us now is CJ Pearson, RNC Youth Advisory co-chair. CJ Pearson, thank you so much for joining us once again. Let's just look at the media that we've been seeing in the last week. We've had an hour-long CNN special on what should have been about Charlie Kirk, but it was instead about Jimmy Kimmel and how he's the victim. We've heard from Rosie O'Donnell telling MSNBC's Nicole Wallace that her therapist is struggling to help her with her insane levels of hate, I should say, for the president. And according to Don Lemon, well, white men are just the worst, and they are the only group causing violence. CJ, can I get your reaction?
Well, it's interesting to me that Don Lemon has such a problem with white men, considering he goes home to bed with one every single night, right? And so that's my thing about some of these people that's so interesting, is that they actually never really believe what they say. I don't think Rosie O'Donnell believes he says. Rosie O'Donnell once said that she would leave America if President Trump became president. And here she is still, of course, giving us her incredible presence here. And you look at, these other folks, right? Jimmy Kimmel, his situation, they said that President Trump was being a dictator by removing him from the air. Now, I don't know how dictatorships work. I'm blessed to live in the United States of America, where I don't live in one. But last time I checked, if we lived in a dictatorship, you wouldn't be able to go back on the air whenever you pleased, just at your own whim, right? And so I think, again, it goes to show these people have no idea what they're talking about. They're absolutely just completely trying to manipulate the American people with their emotions. And I don't think the American people are buying it. I think that we're completely past that, and it's for good reason.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I'm just looking at all of those clips, I think no wonder no one watches the mainstream media anymore. Let's talk about Pete Hegseth. He has declared war on fat generals. He told service members to resign if they don't like his message of eliminating woke diversity measures. In a speech before hundreds of commanders in Virginia, he told troops that the military's sole mission is preparing for war and preparing to win. Listen to this.
It's tiring to look out at combat formations, or really any formation, and see fat troops. Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon.
He also said we became the woke department, but not anymore. No more identity months, no more DEI officers, no more climate change worship, no more division, distraction, or gender delusions. We are done with that. And to our enemies, FAFO. I mean, I think it's absolutely brilliant. What did you make of it?
I think it was an incredible speech from Secretary of War Pete Hegseth. It's one of which that actually made me want to go on a run. And I'm not even an admiral, right? And so I think, what he exactly encouraged today is exactly what our troops need to hear, that we are going to practice the peace through strength, ideals that have made America safe, that have kept America safe. And I think the reiteration of it is exactly what he said. It's FAFO. And I think that our enemies ought to figure that out very quickly. And the only way they're going to figure that out is if we don't treat our military as some type of social experiment, but as a war-fighting machine. And it's exactly what Pete Hegseth is retooling our military to exactly be.